razzle dazzle. Hey y'all, I'm Ben. I'm gonna actually make sure I'm recording it this time. This is my first time doing this kind of stuff, and last time it didn't record. No, we're good. Yeah, so this is kind of interesting. So I've always wanted to do more car stuff. Even at one point in my life, I worked for a car manufacturer. It was Jaguar Land Rover. In Portland, Oregon. It was great. Created new future infotainment systems. But it wasn't quite the right fit for me. I didn't like, how long it took to make stuff, how many people I had to convince that something was a good idea. So kind of stepped aside, mostly because the stuff that I like the most about cars is more the culture around them rather than the individual cars themselves. So I'm going to do a little bit more of that. And to give you an example of car culture, here's my disco shirt for the disco reveal. Yeah, so I figured let's just go do it. I'm going to start making some more videos, writing up some stories, going around, taking pictures, all that kind of stuff. Should be really fun. Pretty excited about it. So figured I'd start by just kind of doing a little walkthrough of where my truck, Grover the Rover, is today. That way once I start working on it, going around places, you'll see it kind of change slowly over time. I do really slow changes with this truck. I kind of find things that I like and I don't like about it, and then it takes me a couple months, and then I kind of figure out little ways that I want to do stuff. So this is kind of going to be one of those examples. So this is a 2004 Discovery 2. It's the last year that they made this type of body style. It's treated me super well. I've never really had a big issue with it. I love it. I even turn on all the lights that I have on it for the big reveal, so it'd be a little bit razzle-dazzly. But yeah, let's go check it out. It's super cool. So this is it in all its glory. Even the dog chilling out over there. When I bought this truck, I bought it from someone in Portland, Oregon, Ben Bailey. He was in the Pacific Coast Rover Club. One of the reasons why I bought it, because I figured if you're in a Land Rover Club, you're going to do a better job of maintaining your vehicles and stuff like that. And sure enough, good job, Ben. It's a good truck. He already had the ARB bumper on here. There wasn't a winch, so I kind of went out and sourced that after I got stuck a lot. I'm sure I'll probably do like a video montage of something like Ben gets stuck on trails and show you how many times I got stuck. These lights, I really enjoy these. I put them on there because the headlights don't really do much in really bad conditions. So these lights, you'll notice they kind of point at an angle, and that's just so like if it's really raining or snowing or something like that, you can see the dash lines on the side of the road. So you know that you're not going to hit oncoming traffic or something like that. The top lights, I really just use them for when I'm out and I want to get a better vantage point. Even like when I do trail rides at night, I typically don't have the top lights on. It's just too bright. If I'm doing trail rides at night, I want to enjoy the night. So usually leave those off and just have the front headlamps on. This Land Rover badge is all, that's nail polish, because that works. Dog. And this is the back. One of the best things on the back of this, there's a couple good things. First thing is the trasharoo. This thing is great. Trash goes in here, never sticks up anything inside. Also got this light on top that I love. You can just turn it on. Points inside, points behind me. Last time I was on a trail run, I ran into a guy with an old FJ62 Land Cruiser, and his headlights were terrible. So what I was able to do was actually just drive in front of him and point that little light on the ground behind me, and he could see anything that I drove over, so he could successfully avoid obstacles. So it's kind of like mobile headlights for his Toyota. So let's start with the back. Got some stickers, got some little decals, rear backup camera, super helpful. Fun thing about Disco 2s, you gotta step up to get into the truck. Now we're in. This back seat is actually one of my better memories of a Land Rover, one of my first memories of a Land Rover. One of my friends growing up, we were living in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and his mom had one of these Discos. And we drove all the way from Tennessee to the beach in New Smyrna, and we were in the back seats all the way back here, and I took them out and sold them, so I can't quite show them to you right now, but They're great. They're probably one of the best seats in the truck. The reason is, since the roof is so high up, let me actually pull this down so you can get a sense of what this would look like, because you'd actually be sitting up right about here. But since the roof is so high up, you actually get a pretty good view. I mean, you can see everything out the truck, and this seat, you get so many windows. You can see up, you can look out the side, which is really cool. You get your own window here. You also get something weird that you don't get in any other seat in this vehicle, and that's this like little audio changer. So the idea was that someone in the front seat could be playing like a CD over the entire cabin audio, but you could plug in like your headphones and then play the radio, or vice versa. So if you wanted to listen to something else, because this thing has so many audios, I mean, it really didn't. It was like tape, radio, CD, but if you wanted to listen to one of those different three, you could. Weird. Yeah, so let's go back out. Subwoofer box, according to Matt Jones, the guy who actually installed the subwoofer box, you know, made the engineering requirements for the subwoofer box. This is the first vehicle to have a factory subwoofer. Kind of cool. Let's go back to middle seats. These things are super cool, in that you get tons of headroom up here because the roof of the truck slopes up. So the seat sits up pretty high, and you get a big slope in the front, so you can see out everything in the front. Pretty cool. You also get this nice armrest, cup holder. Cool thing about the armrest is when it's down, the headrest isn't blocked from the rearview mirror, and then when you push it back up, it slides up and out of the way for that seat. Plans for this truck, I think one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to take out this middle bench. I kind of want this more as like a weekend camper truck, so I can camp on the inside of it. So going to remove that to make a little bit more space. So this whole seat is going to go. It's going to become a two-seater truck. That's okay. So let's go to the front. Alright, this is the cockpit. I love this truck. It's great. It really doesn't let me down. It starts up every single time, beeps a little bit. There's no warning lights on the dash, no warning lights on the scan gauge. Scan gauge, previous owner put it on there. Super helpful to see other values on the truck. Got a little GPS here, which is great, so you can see map. It also means that when I put the truck in reverse, we've got a nice little reverse camera, because you can't see really anything out the back with that spare tire. As you can see, Georgia's back there. She's back there. Without that backup camera, might have missed her and run over her, which is no bueno. Other cameras on the truck, we've got this little guy, always recording in the front dash cam. Crazy drivers in LA, want to watch out for that. We get about 10 miles to the gallon. Not very good, not very good at all. This is the switch for the front fogs, rear fogs. Whoop. Gas door release, I hit that all the time on accident. Rear wiper wash. Cruise control currently doesn't work, need to work on that. Dope hat, radio, sunglasses, AC, that all works. Hill descent control, we'll do some cool videos and show you all about that. This is for the front heated windshield. That's right, so if you look at the windshield, I don't know if I can get a good angle of it, but there's little heating elements that when you press that, it actually turns on the heating elements in the windshield itself. Overhead lights, this one's not used for anything, we'll figure out something for that. Coin tray, full of fuses. This is actually where the lock-unlock switch is for the truck, super goofy. Clock, CB radio, and then I've got some ham radios up here. The headliner's kind of falling apart. We'll take care of that a little bit later. And I love that on this truck, the sunroof still works. I use that all the time. It's the absolute greatest. So yeah, so this is what the truck looks like right now. It's going to change a little bit over time because I'm very slow in my updates. I don't really just say, oh, everyone's doing this, let's go install that. No, just kind of doing it slow. You see it's a lot of hodgepodge stuff, but it's great. I love it. Yeah, so that's it. So this is the quick intro of the Beast. Well, not the Beast. The Beast was my Suburban when I was growing up. This is Grover, the Land Rover. So yeah, so I'm going to start making some cool stuff. You'll see it all over the place. Just all fun, all Land Rover things. Or who knows? We'll see. But figured I'd just get out there and do it. Why not? Yeah. Peace.